3, 2, 1. Now live.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org. to actually talk?
Wow, yes, I do. Wow, it's Tuesday. Let's see, what day is it? March 23rd, 2021, and counting. My name is Bob Plass. I am here with the Westfield on Weekends show starring my trusty sidekick, Jay Pagluka.
Hey!
Yeah, you're starring this week, sort of.
What mic are you on, Jay? Oh, you're on one, I think.
I'm on number one. Mic
Jay,
one.
Jay is trusty, dusty,
Mic
lusty,
number
musty,
one.
crusty, and well modulated. And in the little box in the center, the kitten of the keys and producer of our show, Pete
both did it,
Coles.
Jay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Listen, I worked 4 hours.
You were discombobulated this morning.
See, that's what it was.
Oh
He
my God, I
worked
was
for it.
thrown because for 4 hours yesterday I selected songs for female artists. Well, I had been working on it all week over the decades, and got one for every decade from the 40s and the 50s. And
I was
all
waiting
up-
because I was doing meetings last night, and before I went to bed, I checked my email again, and I didn't see anything. And I was like, I wonder if me and Jay are going, geez, I wonder if Bob's going to show up.
Oh my God! Holy mother! Well, okay. So I'm going to send you this. This is the one that I sent to. This is the one that I sent to our Wisconsin man, our Wisconsin musical director Chris earlier, and it doesn't have one song on it. So I mean, it has all the songs, but one of them is his. So I'll tell you, I know what that one is. So. We'll be fine. So here we go, Peter. It's coming through.
Okay.
You know, when you work hard at something, you hate to. Which one am I sending? I'm sending it to
The Gmail account.
the Gmail account. Okay, that's the one with numbers on it, right?
Yes. That's the one.
Okay. That's the one I'm sending to. There we go. Yeah, you'll have to
911
scroll down.
operator, what's your emergency? A guy just got hit by a car. I need an ambulance.
Yeah.
What's your location?
Yeah.
I'm on Eucalyptus Street. Can you spell that for me?
EU.
Sir?
C.
Sir, are you there?
EU.
I'm going to drag him over to Pine Street. Call you right back.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. How many times have you been in that situation? You've been on a line.
Quick, spell this.
Oh, no.
can't.
No. What, you know, you're in a crisis and people are asking you your name and all of that sort of stuff. And
Well,
They have to, Bob.
That's
Oh, I
where,
know.
yeah.
That's their
where
job.
That's where I
okay,
have,
yeah.
I was in that situation not too many years ago, and it's where I uttered what was probably my most
Profane?
no, not profane,
Germaine.
but
No.
politically incorrect statement of my life.
Oh, my God.
You see, I was.
No,
it was
we
a
really
long
need
time
to hear
ago,
this.
and I'm sitting in the ambulance, and the young kid. First of all, he kind of annoyed me because I didn't want to be in the ambulance, but he goes, if it
I
was,
think I was around the corner
That's
there.
when you had heat stroke, right?
if it was, he goes, if it was my father,
Oh, no.
I says, hey. I'm not that old. So
If it was-
yeah, when your doctor and the ambulance driver is much younger than you, it's time to, okay.
Yeah. What did you say?
They start asking you all the things that you were just talking about. When were you born? What's your name? Where did
President.
you, where do you live? And then he goes, "Who's the president?" And I couldn't think of his name because he was just elected and it was before Trump, and I couldn't think of his name. It just couldn't come to me. So I look at the kid and I go, some black guy?
Oh, no. Oh,
No.
awful.
So,
Just awful.
but he goes, okay, you're all right.
All right.
What's the Wisconsin song this morning?
The Wisconsin song is by Joni Mitchell, and it's
Oh,
the River by Joni Mitchell.
I like Joni Mitchell.
I may actually
Yeah.
have that
That's
one.
a good morning song.
Yeah, I think we have that. Yeah, as well. So at any rate,
Hi, Bob.
Very, very nice to be here.
Can you tell I'm all wound up?
Yeah. Hey, what do you think of my lumberjack outfit?
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
This is my new, I'm wearing my black. I always wanted a red plaid fleece thing, so I got this online from Amazon, of course.
And it fit?
Yes, it fit. It was sent from. It was made in China, I think. But
I hope
the
north
problem
of
is,
China.
I like hoods because they keep your head warm.
They do.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so look at this hood. Wait a minute. There.
I don't know why.
It's
that
definitely
looks-
not a hoodie, Bob.
It just.
What is that?
It doesn't look right on Bob. It just doesn't.
Somehow or other, I look like I was on that show, The Handmaid's Tale. You know what? Bob Red or something.
You're right.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it look? I mean, it's like a big. It's very big. I
room
look
for-
like Little Red Riding Hood.
It looks. It's got room for your headphones.
It's got
That's
room
what
for,
it is.
I got room for another head in. If that's the truth, but when it's down, look how nice it looks when
It does look nice.
yeah,
Yes.
it looks nice when it's down. But and it keeps my my
And it hides your
gluteus
belly,
maximus.
No,
you know,
that's the other side.
the gluteus maximus is on the maximus is on the other side.
That's your backside.
Oh, really? So that is gluteus
It's your
back there?
butt.
Is that where all the glutens
It's your
have
butt
gone?
muscle.
All the glutens have gone back there. Where have all the Where do the glutens go when it's gluten
Where
free?
do the glutens go? Apparently, never mind.
No. And Maximus means the most. So everyone has a
No, that was the gladiator.
gluteus maximus. We mean, Peter, do you know anything about this?
Somebody pull up the Latin dictionary.
I'm staying out of this butt talk.
Oh, right. Okay, all right. Well, at any rate, so how was your weekend? What did you do?
What a beautiful weekend.
Oh, God, it was so
I
gorgeous.
took a ride. Marion and I just took off and we went for a ride. Just because it was that kind of a day. Sometimes you get up and it's like, you got to go for a ride. You don't know where you're going. You don't know why you're going. You're just going to go.
Yeah.
We ended up driving through Connecticut and seeing seeing places I haven't seen in a long time. But
Country roads?
But we did drive through Manchester, where I grew up, and it's kind of cool because you see some of the same old things that you knew. You're glad to see they're still there, and then you're going, "Hey, what happened to whatever it was?
Sure.
It doesn't exist, or now there's a shopping center there, or now there isn't a shopping center anymore. All of those things that happen.
Manchester, a lot of shopping centers.
Yeah, there is
A lot less
that.
farmland.
When I grew up there, it was a lot of tobacco. In fact, my neighborhood had been tobacco farms, and that whole side of town turned into
Did
housing.
you then do tobacco in the summer, as we called it, doing tobacco?
Doing tobacco, I did not, because I had a paper route. So that gave me walking around money as a kid.
Oh, man.
But a lot of my friends did, and they were making whatever it was, $50 a week. I guess they paid.
yeah.
That's
in
good
the
money
60s.
when you're-
in
yeah.
the
Oh, it
60s.
really was. But the problem was you had to get up like at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m.
That was
Called
problem for
farming,
me.
Bob.
Oh, I know it. But when you're a kid, when you're that age, you want to sleep in.
I got my first paper route at 11 years old, and I had delivered in the Hartford Courant, and I had to have them all delivered by 6:30, and I had like 120 daily papers.
Oh, wow.
And so I
Did
was
you have
up-
to make 2 rounds? Because 120 in your bag is a goodly amount of...
I didn't walk. I had a bike with double baskets on it.
Okay.
And I could carry, and actually, if it was like Thursdays was the big paper. So if they wouldn't all fit in the basket, then I had that canvas sack. So here I am on this bike, 3-speed bike, pedaling up the hill, and and I had
Both
all
ways.
these papers, both ways.
Both ways.
I had a
and-
Sunday paper out.
Yeah,
Me and my
it's-
brother.
well, Sundays, my
It's
dad took us
75.
for a drive because we had almost, I'll gotta say, 175 papers on Sunday. So we'd put them together. My dad had a little Toyota pickup truck.
Yeah, you did them off the back of the pickup.
Yeah, and that was the coolest thing because I got to sit on the back of the pickup. They wouldn't let you do that today.
Sure.
You
So
go really slow up the street. You don't go
Yes.
very fast, and you just run off. You run back and forth, and then in between streets, you just jump on the back
That
of
was
the
the
pickup.
coolest thing.
Yeah, we did
I-
it for years.
I had a shopping news. It was called the Shopping News back then.
Where? Up
Only
here?
Yeah. So
only
it was
Bob would do an off-brand paper.
Yeah. Well, it was that free
Remember
paper that
Grit?
it was like what
The Penny
was it?
Saver.
The Penny Saver.
Okay,
Only
it
it
was
was
that
called
kind of thing,
Shopping
yeah.
News. The Springfield Shopping News.
So I also remember in the back of comic books they were hawking this thing if you didn't already have a paper route, they were hawking this thing called Grit. It was basically a national.
Oh, I saw that for years. I never knew what it
I
was.
never knew what it was, and I still don't know what it is because I never got Grit. But
Oh, you got plenty.
unless it was
believe me.
True Grit, but that was John Wayne, and I was never quite the John Wayne character. No. But you could deliver Grit. That was the thing you could do. You could, as a kid, if you wanted to, you'd
Supplement
buy a whole bunch
the
of Grit.
income, you would deliver Grit, but you would have
Grit
to.
is a magazine, formerly a weekly newspaper, popular in the rural U.S. during much of the 20th century. It carried the subtitle America's Greatest Family Newspaper. In the early 1930s, it targeted small town and rural families with 14 pages plus a fictional supplement. By 1932, it had a circulation of 425,000 in 48 states, and 83% of its circulation was in towns of fewer than 10,000 inhabitants.
Careful,
But listen to this.
Danny's going to get replaced as the fact person.
Oh, really? Yeah, really. 43 states and only 425,000. I mean,
Rural, small towns.
Okay.
In other words, I delivered Grit to my neighbor who was 4 miles down the road.
Yeah.
You know,
It was founded in 1882, so it was
cool.
around for a long
It
time.
doesn't
That's
still
right. And then
exist,
is it still being published somewhere? Has it become U.S. News and World? No, what do you call that play? The one.
It was bought by Reuters.
What's
Reuters.
the one the newspaper that is the
USA
generic
Today.
USA Today?
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
Apparently, Grit was displayed and sold at general newsstand outlets, bookstores, and specially farm and feed supporters, including Tractor Supply outlets. That was as of 2006.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go out and get one.
Well, I wonder if it's still in Is it still?
There's a
publishing?
website, grit.com.
Wow.
let's go get it.
Current issue. So yes, it might just be.
We might get you a route. You
It
can
might-
do it on your way to the studio.
It might just be online now, but yeah.
Rural American know-how. I like that.
Yeah. And is it news or is it how to plant corn?
Give the gift of grit. I can't say it.
Oh, they
Give it-
still publish it.
Son of a gun.
You can get it for
How much?
6 issues for $16.95.
6 issues, and they come out. It comes out weekly, monthly.
It looks like it's a
Bi-monthly?
monthly.
Now, here is a tidbit of information.
Yeah.
This summer, something is going to happen that happens only once every 17 years, and your ears will pay the price.
Something that happens only once.
I know what it is.
You do.
Yep.
And the ears will pay the price.
The cicadas are coming out.
No.
Yeah, it's
You mean the
it's
locusts
time.
are coming here to Western Massachusetts?
No, the cicadas.
Cicadas.
Cicadas, but aren't they the same thing? Sort of, like in the same family?
It's a
They're
noisy
just
locust.
they're really
yeah.
loud, yeah.
Yeah.
And are they going to be like? It's like a plague. So I hate to use the word, but
Bob, we've had enough with plagues, please.
yes, I
Please
know.
stop
But I
referring
mean,
to other
are
things
they
as
going
plagues.
to? Is it going to be all? You know how they in the movies, when the locusts come or the cicadas.
When it blocks out the sun? No, I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Bob, you're just afraid because you're a lapsed Catholic they're going to come after you.
Oh my God! Holy mother! Yes,
You like that?
Yeah.
Jay, that's way out of the memory banks for that.
Way
that,
out.
yes.
But the truth of the matter is, it's absolutely true. How did I get my Look, I've got it inside now.
Yeah, it's because
how
you-
did that happen?
It's because you zipped up your jacket after
I had
your-
the jacket.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
All right, there we are.
Yeah.
All right.
So cicadas are coming back. It's
So
17 years.
so so one month are the cicadas coming so I can leave town?
Cic-
Do they
Bob?
only come-
You will never get away from them. They are coming for
That would
you.
be. It's a movie like Tippi Hedren. They're gonna.
Now they emerged from the south, moving north. So May, June, you'll really start to hear it. It's just a long whining. I don't know. How
I
to
don't
describe
ever
the
remember
sound.
cicadas in this neck of the woods.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, if you were around 17 years ago, you would have remembered.
I was here
Yeah.
17 years.
And in fact,
Why is it only 17 years? What's that about?
that's because that's how long it takes them to hatch. The seeds are underground, or the eggs are laid underground,
Right.
And it takes them 17 years.
17 years to
Then they come out.
gesticulate?
Yeah, and then they come out,
Whatever
they
that
fly around and make a lot of noise and annoy people, and then they lay their eggs and die.
Oh my God.
Part of Brood 10 is what they're called. Brood X.
What is that? Brood X.
Brood X.
Yes.
Are there many animals or insects that have a gestation period of
That long? I don't know.
17 years?
That's a good
Sounds
question,
like
though.
Thank God the woman isn't carrying it. They're in an egg form.
They're in an egg, yeah.
Can you imagine what
In fact,
that would be
I
like for
am-
anyone to carry a baby that
confident
long?
that I'm not going to see many around my yard because the past couple of years, I've had the other thing that's stuck in the ground.
Moles?
Cicada killers. They're
What is-
giant. They look like giant yellow jackets. Yeah, they aren't really aggressive, but they go after cicadas. But they're some people call them mud wasps, but that's not.
They live in
really
the ground.
term.
These are
they live in the
wasps.
ground. If you'll see a big, huge sand hill, looks like an ant hill,
I've
but
seen
it's
these.
oversized.
Yeah.
and it's got a big hole in it.
Yeah.
and it's because you get a wasp the size of your thumb comes out of the thing. It's a
But
big,
they
giant
don't-
yellow wasp.
So it's like a yellow jacket?
Yeah, it looks like a giant yellow jacket. And they're cicada killers. So I'm thinking, good, I had so many the past couple of years, I won't have the cicadas in my yard. 'cause these things-
And they've been arming for 17 years.
maybe that's it.
They're ready to go. And,
The past
and the
couple
big
years-
Supposedly
place.
they're only supposed to get as far as New York.
they scared the heck out of me.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
They're only going to get as far as
But New York
The
goes all the
cicadas
way
are
to
expected
Canada.
to emerge in Delaware, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, West Virginia, and Virginia.
Last
they're
time they were
picky,
here,
aren't they?
Last time they were here, I built my house. So that's how I know when they were here last.
Wow. Well, we'll either look forward to. It might be worth a trip to New York State. I would assume it's New York State, not New. When you think New York, when I think New York, I think New York City and place. I don't think they'd be happy there at all. I don't. They wouldn't have anything to cling to, right? What's the work of a cicada? What does a cicada do other than make music with their hind legs?
Well, I wouldn't say it's music, and I don't
Well,
think it's
it's
the hind
noise.
legs.
No, but don't you like that? I love that sound. Early this morning, I
You're
heard
thinking
the
of crickets.
birds, and it's a really nice spring sound. And is that sound at sunset or is it earlier?
Always.
Always.
Cicadas are mainly a nuisance as opposed to being dangerous. They fly into windshields and their carcasses litter just about everywhere. They don't bite or sting. They're not poisonous, although their sound has been documented as being loud enough to cause permanent hearing loss in humans. You'll know when you hear it.
It
It's just
sounds like a
long,
congressman
whining-
to me. Get that fly out of here.
Yeah.
Where's that fly, Peter?
Oh, it's a
That's
big
Where's
fly.
the fly? Yeah. Hey, so we're celebrating Women's Month all month long, and I've been playing lots of women's songs, female singer songs. And so today I thought I'd go through the decades and pick out a song for each decade, sung by a female singer and of singers of note. So in the 40s and 50s, probably the greatest singer of all time emerged, and her name was Ella Fitzgerald. And so I got her at the Newport Festival, and she is the queen of scat. Do you know what scatting is? Yeah. So put it into words what scatting is.
It's coming up with a lyric that's not a lyric.
Yeah, a little more than that.
You know who does that well is a native of Westfield, and she was.
I know who you're talking about there.
Yeah, she.
Well, Lexi Weege.
Lexi Weed.
Lexi
does
Weed.
that very, very well. That's part
Yeah,
of her.
very.
Part of her.
What it is,
style.
it's using your voice as an instrument, and it's sort of like, so your voice is an instrument, and you're gonna do an improvisation on a tune. So you can, yeah. I used to do it with this song called "Have You Met Miss Jones?" Have you met Miss Jones? Well,
Are you gonna
okay.
just keep doing it. Or Are you
Yeah.
going to play one?
Oh yeah, let's hear the Queen. Somebody knows what they're doing. She sings some tunes in here that you'll recognize. It's a really great version of, and it's called Airmail Official, I think, or Official
Special.
Air. What is it called?
Airmail special.
Airmail Special. You can Google it and hear it.
Thank you. Chestnut roasting on an open fire. Who's on the mountain? You blow through here. The music goes round and round. Oh, we meet, and the angels sing. The angels sing the sweetest song I ever heard. Ba-bo bo ba brin di di drin di di drin di di. Be steady do do be. Booby do 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 do. Booby do 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 do. Ba bo ba ba brin brin do ba ba be brin ba be ba be. Ba ba do 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 da. Boy do 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 do. Steady do, spinning and don't, spinning and don't do. Spinning and don't, spinning and don't, spinning and don't do. Day delight and I want to go home. Mama, look at Boo Boo Day. Shut your mouth, go away. Mama, look at Boo Boo Da. Hush your mouth, go away. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. How do you do dee da? How do you dee da?
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by R. Levesque Associates. They are offering landscape architecture, civil engineering, environmental permitting, and land surveying. RLA is a second-generation company devoted to excellence in the planning and design of outdoor spaces. On the web at rlaland.com or at 40 School Street in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Whoa!
It's Tuesday.
Hey,
It is
Bob.
Tuesday.
Look
It
at
is
your-
Tuesday, March 23rd. I keep thinking
Look at your monitor insert.
the end of. What's this? Look at WCPC. These are logos?
Yeah, we're going to be doing sports. high school sports.
Oh, I love that that's coming back.
Look at that. So you've got WCPC with a...
There's the football one.
Yeah.
Baseball.
What's the one with
Basketball.
fire? What's that fire one?
Basketball and soccer.
Oh, basketball and soccer. What's the one? One looks like a herald, a shield there. And
That's soccer.
Oh, that's soccer. Is there a soccer ball on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right up in the top in the middle. There.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
So tell us.
So we're doing two. We've been asked to do two Westfield High School football games. They're off to a good start. They won their first game, I believe.
Oh, good night. Good.
April 16th and April 23rd, I believe, versus Agawam. We're going to team up with Agawam Public Media and air it on both channels simultaneously.
Excellent. I like that.
And then we're going to. I think they're playing East Long Meadow, and I have to talk to LCAT. Maybe they want to carry a game as well. So. LCAT is East Long Meadow's cable access.
So you're going to be doing this broadcasting from in the
Bullens
switching
Field.
will be here, but the
No.
cameras...
I think we're going to take it all on the road, do it all up there. Yeah, because because we don't have remote cameras at Bullens football field.
Okay.
We have them at the baseball field.
Who's running the cameras?
We're trying to get students to do it.
And how many cameras?
I think I'm going to go with 2. If I can get enough operators, maybe we'll have a handheld on the field with the wireless handheld system we have. So maybe we'll see what we can do. I don't want a cable to the field for handheld; it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Well,
but we have that. We have that
potentially
Black Magic.
dangerous,
We have that Black Magic wireless system. So no, you can run. We can run a cable underneath the stands. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah. No, it is.
It really is.
Well, you need cable tenders, and you're right. It gets messy.
Right. So we have the JVC wireless.
Let me know if you need help with those. I'd like to come out and help out.
Absolutely need some help. We got to figure out how we're gonna. I got to go up there to the press box and see how we're gonna configure everything.
Is this similar to using when you're doing a football game, similar to a baseball game, or because baseball has less action?
Baseball, I can remotely control the cameras and switch from down here because we have the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'd like to get the football field up to the same type of par where we could conceivably run the cameras from here. But, I have a full mobile kit that we use for graduation, things like that. So most of the kit's already ready to go. We just have to configure it and get it ready to go. We just update all the software. It's been a while since it's been used.
Yeah.
Now go back to early football broadcasts in the 60s, and they would have maybe one camera up on the high up on the sideline, maybe one down in the field. So you'd have 2 cameras. Then Rune Arledge pitched Monday Night Football.
Oh, what a!
They were going to have 4 cameras, and it was such a big deal back then. And and I remember reading about that. Either 4 or maybe he was pitching 6 cameras. There you go. Yeah, we could have some fun with this thing. Now, when my kid played football here in Westfield, I was the camera operator up on top of the press box, and I would.
That was my job in high school.
Yeah.
But I did 16 millimeter film.
Yeah, we did it. We did it on small video. I did a handheld video, and boy, was my hand cold. And my job was to transfer that to a DVD and get it to the coach, Coach Moore. Get it to the coach first thing the next morning, and then he would go and review the game with the kids. So that was cool.
Yep.
Wow.
I have music picked out. I just need to license it properly.
Excellent.
And it's really cool because it was what they used for the MIA when Nesson bought the MIA contract in the 90s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That piece of music still exists.
Yeah, you were talking about that. You were looking for some to license some music and do this thing right, and I love that. That's
so you'll do 2 football games and maybe some hockey games and other.
I don't know about hockey yet. I mean, we have to. The thing is the kids don't know what it's like. So they're apprehensive to try. So we need to convince them to try. And once they see that, yes, there is some work involved, but it is a lot of fun doing it and that kind of thing.
Right.
I
These
think
are the
we'll
camera
get.
operators?
Well, there's
Yes.
money in it if they, who was it? My intern
Listen,
years ago, Eric.
I made when I was doing freelancing back when I was younger. There's guys that still make a full year's living off freelancing doing video, but if you get good enough, you can make as a camera operator, almost $1,000 a day.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh, there's outfits
As
that
a
go
freelancer.
around to high school sports, and they'll record the game or whatever it is, and then parents buy pieces of that for they'll isolate. I want number 20 out there, and really get close-ups and everything on number 20. And basically, the parents are taking and using that.
Yeah, they're
to
using it
hawk
for
their
college.
kid for college.
Yeah, I
And
did that for my nephew for volleyball.
So there's a lot of money in that, and there's outfits that'll go out and do that. If you get to work for those outfits, you can make some good bucks at that.
Yeah, yeah.
But you got to be ready to play in all weather and all.
One of my interns from Westfield State. Oh my God, he's got to be in his late 30s or middle 30s. Started doing this at Westfield State and is now working for ESPN, and he is a big guy at ESPN. I mean, he's making tons of money, and it all started.
Well, you got to be willing to hustle.
Yeah,
really, especially as a freelancer.
Yeah,
guys that I did AHL hockey with here in Springfield. A lot of those guys became freelancers. Tom Cruise and Mark Soteropoulos. Mark Soteropoulos got hooked up with NASCAR and Fox. Mark Reinhart, and there's one other guy as engineers, but one guy does the PGA Tour. He's on the road for the entire PGA Tour almost year round, and he makes enough to have a very good living year round. So he does PGA and he does NBA basketball in the offseason.
Oh, and it's a service to the community.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to be a big guy at ESPN.
Did you?
Yeah, then I went on a diet.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
I had an opportunity to be a big guy at ESPN.
Yes.
Then I went on a diet.
Come
on.
That's
because you made me say it twice.
Holy mother.
You don't get it the first
rotten.
time.
That was so...
Chip, you know what? You just made the list.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The wrong list. The wrong list.
All
right. So, hey, in the 60s came around in Woodstock, and so I decided I'm going to play Joan Baez because Joan Baez is the voice of the 60s in terms of, Peter, Paul, and Mary. What was Mary's full name? Mary Travers.
Quite contrary.
No, Mary Mary Travers. But this is Joan Baez and Oh Happy Day. This is from the Woodstock soundtrack.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. Oh, when he washed. When Jesus washed. He washed our sins away. Ah, it's a happy day. Oh, a happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus walked. When Jesus walked. Oh, when he walked. When Jesus washed. He washed our sins away. Ah, it's a happy day. He taught me how to
Support for community radio and WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday, and it is March 23rd, 2021 and counting. Where did this year go? I'm not going to say. I mean, it seems like this year is flying by. I'm telling you.
Well, first of all, I'm glad.
It went to hell in a handbasket. That's what Peter says.
I'm glad the year before this that will remain nameless. It's going to be the year that shall not be named. And it's just like, yeah. And this year's where we see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it
does help when the sun is shining.
The
I gotta
sun
say,
will come out tomorrow.
Yeah. But nothing better. The college girls who live next door to me were out there sunning themselves on their lawn.
It's interesting that you
Bob,
noticed
you
that,
dirty
Bob,
old man, you.
I was walking the dog, and I walked by and talked to Kylie and Kennedy.
You're like Harvey Korman.
Was that Harvey Korman or Tim Conway?
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway.
No,
Harvey Korman would look at him going,
yeah.
Who was the guy on Laugh-In, though?
Oh, that's
Artie
Johnson.
Artie Johnson.
Johnson.
Because it was him
Artie
and
Shaw,
Ruth Buzzy.
Yeah, Artie Shaw is a singer. No, is a orchestra or something, I think. But
Artie Johnson.
Yeah. Artie Johnson.
Artie Johnson.
And you're right. Artie Shaw was a big band guy, but Artie Johnson would come over to Ruth Buzzy, sit down on the bench, and playing the old man.
I love
hey,
that.
Do you believe in the hereafter?
Yeah.
And she'd go, yes, I do. Yeah. Oh, well, then you know what I'm here after.
I wonder if that show would make it today. If a Laugh-In kind of show would.
Too political. The people don't have a sense of humor.
It was very political back then.
Yeah.
And you're right. It was politically incorrect. There's a late night television. You'll catch a lot of.
People don't have a sense of humor anymore.
Well,
there's got to be some of us. We're born with that. We have a tickle.
Yeah,
bone.
well,
we have a funny bone.
Not you, Bob, but the far lefties don't have anything. They don't believe in anything funny.
Oh, all right. Well, we're not going to
ask.
How does this descend right into an argument?
No, ask any stand-up comedian. They won't do college campuses anymore because people are too radically left. They said they don't want to get protested. They can't do their routine like they want to. They just don't do them anymore.
Well, it's probably there. Maybe you might include the radical right in that as well. I don't know whether the radical right laugh at themselves. They certainly have reason, but I don't.
Bob.
Yeah. You're talking generally, and you can never talk generally.
Legitimately, there was funny bits on Laugh-In. Hee Haw was the same way. Hee Haw was just a blue collar Laugh-In.
Down home.
Yeah, it was just
country.
a Southern Laugh-In.
Yeah,
but there at late night television has a lot of the infomercials, and they're selling a 10 CD set of Laugh-In, and there's some funny bits. But what the funniest parts are the producers in the back, the guys that were in the back room that were not on camera,
right,
or even on the on camera people reflecting on what it was like to do it. It's like and Hee Haw was the same way. They all just got together and just ran riff after riff after riff after riff, and the whole show was put together and piecing it together.
It's sort of like Saturday Night Live, I suppose, in a way.
No, Saturday Night Live was very
tighter,
scripted, and it had to be done live, so it was done.
Yeah,
Laugh-In, they would just get together for a week and start going, one riff after another, and then start putting them all together.
Like a giant jigsaw, because
exactly.
because they had all these little minute things. They could shoot them and then edit them all together.
It was all edited together afterward.
Interesting.
And remember the bit where they would have the go-go dancer in there?
Oh, sure, Goldie
Sock
Hawn.
it to me.
Yes,
Goldie-
it was Socket.
Oh, no,
Goldie
that-
Hawn was one
Goldie
of them.
Hawn.
Yeah, she was
Judy
one of
Carnes.
them. Judy Carnes was another. This is they used to have a raffle on who got to paint them.
Oh God! Oh my God! That's
Hello.
right. Their body was all painted with these slogans and stuff.
Yes.
That was really.
And they would. That was one of the bits. Is they used to have a raffle in the back, a drawing. Who gets to paint them today?
Well, okay. So if you enjoy laughing on television, you've got to rent BritBox. If you BritBox is on.
It's all the British shows.
See, I like
British
the
shows.
BBC America has a lot of
Yeah,
they have more
but
of the
let me
dramas.
tell you about what's on BritBox. It's I think I mentioned it last week, but we've begun watching 7 seasons of Mrs. Brown's Boys, and it's a comedian by the name of Brendan O'Carroll from Ireland, and he plays Mrs. Brown to the hilt, an Irish mother of 7 kids. One of them is a priest who is off for the missions one season. Another one is a gay man who really wants to come out to his mom but doesn't know how. And then he's got the woman who is who is really trying. She's a lovely person but can't get a man to save her life. And then they've got one who's a hardened criminal in a way who just came out of prison.
There's a heck of a menagerie.
Well, at any rate, on Brit TV, you're allowed to use the freaking word, and so every other thing out of the woman's mouth, the mother, she is such a perfect mother in a way, it is. I've laughed out loud every episode, and I don't laugh out loud at myself.
Television?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't laugh out loud.
You just did.
Oh, I just did. Okay, all right.
Well, so you do laugh at yourself.
I do. Oh, well, yeah.
See, my problem with
great
British
reason.
comedy is I don't understand with the accent. I miss the joke.
So you do CC. You put on closed captioning, and you get everything. Honest to God, you got to see this show. I'm telling you, it is the funniest, and they're not afraid to do some stuff. And he is the prime example of somebody who can fluff up and make it funny. And I'm telling you, it is so you got to see it. It's called
I'll check
Mrs.
that
Brown's Boys.
And it's BritBox.
BritBox, and they have some great series, incidentally, on that.
Do they run some old classic British stuff too?
Oh
from the
yeah,
old
oh yeah,
BBC?
oh
Good.
sure, oh yeah. There's two. There are two. There, you've got BBC. That there's one, but there's one called what's the other one? That's the Brit. It's BritBox, and I've got the other one that has some good shows on it.
BBC America.
Yeah, no, it's not BBC America, although that's great. Or BBC Britain is even better. But there's another. Oh, Acorn. Acorn is the other one.
Oh, that's for old TV.
Old British television.
British TV?
It's British TV. Acorn. So, but at any rate, Mrs. Brown. Hey, okay. So we are up to. I just played Joan Baez. Now I wonder what Joni Mitchell. Would Joni Mitchell have made it as Joan Mitchell? Just doesn't make it, does it? Or would it have Joan Baez made it as Joni Baez?
Nah, it's just what you're used to hearing.
Oh, I suppose. That's
See,
what
like Bob Plass, we know. Bobby Plass? Nah, not so.
Yeah, that's what my mother called
Yeah, it's not
me.
like Rob Goff and Bobby G. Bobby G has a little bit better ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have always loved the name Rob, and why I didn't change my name to Rob when I was a kid.
That's
from
it,
Bob.
Jay.
Yeah, no.
Rob. Okay, Rob.
Rob. But I like
If he can
Robbie.
call you Gino, you can call him Rob.
You can call me Rob.
No,
Yeah.
every time I hear Gino, and I don't mind, because it's my dad's name. It's my name, and I'm proud to have that name. But
Good.
from now on, you're Robert.
Every time I hear you, all right, Gino.
I'm going to call you Bobby Plass.
Bobby Plass?
Bobby,
No.
yeah.
Robert, he knows he's in trouble. That's his mother calling him.
Jessica, my realtor, has begun calling Jessica Martin, the wonderful diva of books
And beads.
everything, and beads and bees, and Everything Wonderful has begun because she's been working with my family, God help her, as you know, on selling our house, which incidentally is still not on the market. But we got a meeting later on the week. I'm telling you, she is so great. But because she has heard my brother and sister call me Bobby every other word, Bobby.
Oh, now you're Bobby.
Yeah, but I kind of I love that, Jessica. You can call me Bobby anytime you want, and and anyone can call me Bobby. I'm fine. I'm fine with Bobby. I'm
Just
fine
don't
with
call
Bobby.
you Al.
Well, you
Don't
can call me Al too. Hey, okay.
Wait, isn't a British cop a Bobby?
Is a
Yes.
Bobby is a British
Okay,
cop. Yeah. So
Speaking of British.
Joni Mitchell, her greatest song of all time. This is from the 70s. I think it's 1971 or so. It's The River. And, somebody said this is a Christmas song. Actually, it's not a Christmas song. You'll hear the opening lines. It's coming on Christmas, et cetera, et cetera. But really, basically, it's a song for all year long. If you listen to the words, it's perfect for this time period when we're all ready to get on a river and head out wherever we want to head out. We're going to be listening to Janine Queen at the top of the hour, so this is perfect. The river. Let's get on the river and roll.
It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But it don't snow here. It stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. He tried hard to help me, he put me at ease, and he loved me so not he made me weak in the knees. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, hello everyone. Wow, it's Tuesday. I'm Bob Plass, JPEG Luca trustee sidekick and kitten of the keys. Meow.
You're off your game this
Peter
week, Bob.
Cook.
Is everything okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, no, yeah. At least I'm putting a sentence together.
Well, because usually, Janine. I bet Janine thought we weren't doing a show this week because she never saw a rundown from you.
Oh no. I sent her a rundown a couple of days ago. I hope she'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sent her a link. So.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Janine Queenan from Storied Adventures will be here.
Because people are starting to travel, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I know, and we've got some stuff to talk about. Yeah. Hey, Peter,
I'm traveling.
Peter, I gotta. Where are you going?
I'm going to Texas first week of May.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to be off.
First week of May. Okay.
We're going. Kenny and I are going hunting starships.
Tell me about this.
And there's also a nice beach there.
Texas.
Yeah, South Padre Island.
And there.
It's a scant few miles from the Mexican border.
Ooh, well, interesting.
Yes.
So you're going to be watching.
Well, we're hoping to, but we're going to go scope the place out, see what we can do for broadcast locations.
Is it a landing or a shooting?
No,
shooting up.
It's SpaceX is developing their next generation of rocket called Starship. And it's those. Remember the things I showed you look like a big water tank, like a Buck Rogers ship?
Oh yeah.
The stainless steel thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing that, and that's where they're developing it. It's the first time ever that a rocket ship has been developed in the full view of the public eye. So we're going to go down there and take a look. And the way the development's been going, we think that we might catch something. So
really,
yes.
You mean catch a flight or something?
Yeah, catch a test.
Catch a test. Interesting.
Yeah. All testing. That's
wow. And what's the town that you fly into? You fly into.
We're going to fly into Houston. It's like a 5-hour drive from Houston.
5-hour drive south, and what's the island called?
South Padre Island.
So I think I've heard of this. And what's the facility called?
The facility's called SpaceX in Boca Chica, Texas, which is just across the channel. It's a little village, and a lot of the townspeople SpaceX wanted to buy all the property, but a lot of townspeople refused to leave.
Yeah,
and they're now making money off of putting up cameras and stuff and covering SpaceX 24/7.
How do you like that?
That's how they're making their living now.
Wow. Oh, well, it's very good. It's interesting you say that. Today is Near Miss Day. Did you know that?
Near Miss Day?
Near Miss Day. And Near Miss Day is, it's been celebrated for a while. Believe it or not, Near Miss Day is about asteroids. The near misses of the asteroid. Did you ever hear of this day?
No, I haven't. Oh.
Okay. And wasn't there an asteroid that just was going to hit us?
Yeah, or the last couple of days, yes.
The near miss day, okay. And would you explain to everybody what an asteroid is?
An asteroid is a primordial building block of the universe. And there are plenty of them out there. And they usually stay in the Van Allen belt, but some of them are in orbit of the sun. So they'll come into the orbit of the sun, and as they pass into the inner core of the solar system,
right,
they can do near misses to planetial bodies, including the Earth, the Moon, Mars, Venus, whatever.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Okay, all right. So on March 22nd, 1989, Cepheus passed by the Earth at a distance of about 500,000 miles. However, scientists only discovered this after 9 days. Many geophysicists believe that the collision of Cepheus with the Earth would have wreaked havoc, resulting in the release of energy comparable to a 600 megaton atomic bomb. And so then they developed this day for us to be aware of this. Now, that was in March 22nd. Okay, and then they discover they find another asteroid and another asteroid. And somehow or other, this week, there was an asteroid, I think it was Sunday, that passed by us.
Yeah, it was close. It was a close call, yeah. Hundreds, a million miles.
Oh, yeah. Well, it said it's going to be centuries before it gets close enough to the Earth or whatever. And an asteroid does an interesting thing. They go toward the sun and away.
Yeah, they're in orbit around the sun.
So they try to fly close to the sun, and then they get into our orbit and they come closer to us.
No, our orbit's circular, generally circular. Their orbit is more oval, and they're at different planes to the sun than we are.
Oh.
So, or you can orbit anywhere above, in a bubble around the sun in a 360-degree sphere. Just the fact that we're in our orbit and the planets are generally aligned because of the gravity situation doesn't mean there's other small objects that orbit in different ways, like comets and things like that. There's some sun-synchronous satellites that, orbit in different ways around the sun and the Earth. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so near Miss Day today. It's also Melba Toast Day. Do you know what Melba toast is? Have you ever
eaten? Bland?
Yeah, it's pretty bland, but Melba toast is a particular kind of toast. It's a double-baked bread. Did you know that?
No.
And the reason why it's called, we'll have to ask Janine if she comes on what Melba toast is. Here comes Gino. He just was doing some work. Come in here. I have a question for you.
What can I ask?
Okay, he's coming back. He's sitting down. There are 2 days today that we're celebrating. We're celebrating.
I thought today was one day.
No, it's Near Miss Day, but and you're speaking of near misses.
I nearly missed that.
You nearly missed it. It's National Melba Toast Day and National Chia Day. Okay.
Chia, I know what a chia pet is.
No, it's not. That's not the chia that we're talking about.
Oh, so I can't get a chia pet today?
You can't. It's not.
This is not the chia you're looking for.
Can I get Melba toast today?
It's what they sell at Dunkin'.
They sell Melba toast at
No.
Dunkin'?
Well, they probably a form. Janine Queenan, hi, as I live and breathe. There you are. You're on the screen.
He was hoping you'd show up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just throwing him for a loop.
Yeah. Always.
National Melba Toast Day.
What the heck is Melba toast?
Melba toast. Yeah, explain what Melba toast is, Janine.
Well, aren't they those little toasts? The little that you can use for
horses,
appetizers,
yeah,
and
horses,
that what Melba toast?
Yeah,
That's right.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres.
So they're the little tiny breads.
Yes, and I think they're like toast. They look like toast. But
well, it's
tiny.
actually you can make your own. This is how you do it. Okay. You take a piece of bread.
I knew this was going someplace.
You take a piece. This was invented for the opera singer Nellie Melba, believe it or not. And Escoffier, the great French chef, created this because she was ill, apparently, and she's an Australian opera singer back in 1897. So he toasted a piece of bread, and then he sliced it in the middle, and he then toasted the other side of that bread so that it became a very thin toast that is on both sides. And what they found was it was great for Nellie Melba because she was so sick. She did that. You know how your mother always wanted to serve you toast and tea or whatever. So and then they found out it was also good for babies to teethe on. And then they, believe it or not, yeah. And so today is National Melba Toast Day. I love Melba toast
because I remember my mother had it, and she would bring it out for guests and serve. And all I could figure out was is a small stale piece of bread.
It really is. But the next time you burn your toast or make toast, slice it in half and then put it back in, and then see to make Melba toast. And I had no idea you can make your own. So that's a.
Sounds like a lot of work, actually, to make it.
Yeah, it's true. You just go right out to the big Y, you buy it, and that's it. That's it. It's all right. So here's the other one. It's National Chia Day.
Okay.
Chia.
Yeah, no, and it's not a chia pet. What is chia?
It's a plant.
Well, the seeds.
Yeah,
right?
it's a plant.
It's a plant,
Yeah.
and there are
Right.
seeds.
They're seeds that you can eat. That they're like super nutritious.
Really?
You can, yes, and if it's the same thing I'm thinking of, it's
Yeah,
you
no,
put it in
you're right.
smoothie, you put it in smoothies.
Janine,
and
you're right. I think they're
very
high in
nutritious.
protein or something.
Or you spread
Yes.
it on somebody's bald head and it grows grass.
Chia.
Right.
All right,
You
so
can do both.
chia seeds have been around for 3,500 years, but they've only received the spotlight like they rightfully deserve.
Since infomercials were invented.
Yeah, 2016. They've only been around really, so they've developed this day, and apparently you have to go through a whole system in order to get a national holiday. You've got to apply for this sort of stuff, and I think.
And they have to share it. Yeah, all this way they went, and they have to share it with Melba Toast Day.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
figure.
2018.
If you put
was the
chia on Melba toast, will it grow?
I know that's a question.
I
Oh,
wonder
that's
if you
deep.
could. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm feeling zen this morning.
Oh, holy mother. It's related to the chia pet. Okay, get this. The first records of chia seeds were with the Aztecs and the Mayans. Then in 900 BC, chia seeds were used to use in medicines. The Mexicans ground them up in medicines and flour and pressed them together. And then in the 1980s, you have to wait thousands of years, Joseph Pettick creates the chia pet, and it's laced with sticky chia seeds that, when watered, sprout into a fur-like form. So the chia pets are made of chia.
I told
Yes. Oh,
You didn't
yeah.
You guys knew this?
Of course.
Yes,
of
Bob, we
course.
did.
Could you?
It's a very easy growing plant.
Another thing that Bob had
Oh
learned.
God!
today, this is fun.
I thought chia was just like K-Tel or somebody invented it or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, K-Tel. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Birth of National Chia Day happened in 2016. The organic
There's
super.
a new pet. Chia. Chia
There you
Pet,
go.
the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Jeez, two of those don't even exist anymore.
Woolworth,
Whoa.
I know.
Ames and Woolworth.
Hey, Pete, I got an idea. Let's buy Bob a chia Trump.
Oh my God!
I'll have to look
I
for
bet
that.
they
Stand by.
have them.
Oh,
Sure they do.
So birth of National Chia was from the Mama Chia Company, a superfood company, and they designated National Chia, and it celebrates with chia seed giveaways. Apparently, Mama Chia, spelled with 3 M's, M-A-M-M-A, Chia, is giving away packets of chia seeds today. You can make your own chia pet. Did you have one? Did anyone ever give you a chia pet, Janine?
You know what? I do believe I got one. I received one in a Yankee swap one time. You know,
That's a good Yankee swap.
That's a
And
good Yankee
what
swap.
do you mow the chia pet when the hair kind of or the grass gets too?
I don't.
What
I'm
do you
sure
do?
I'm sure I killed it immediately after starting. So I
Oh,
can't
you're-
imagine it lasted.
You're
that
one
long.
of those that can't make anything grow. I'm like that.
Yeah.
I walk by them and they die.
Well, okay. So now we're drinking chia because there's chia at Dunkin' Donuts, chia tea apparently.
No, that's chai tea.
Chai. That's chai.
Oh, for God's sake!
That's the difference. But
Yeah,
chia, but
no.
it is super nutritious. I mean, so if people, you
You
can consume the seeds.
Oh, okay.
What's
so
that? Speaking of tea,
my dyslexia really was when I'm driving up
Hey,
to
Bob.
Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Yeah, wait a minute.
Chai
I drive
tea?
and I saw it. I said, "Oh my God, it's National Chia Day!" And look, they're selling chia tea.
Oh,
it's
my
chai tea. Oh, for
God.
God's oh,
what's that little tea house over in Southwick there, right on Route 57?
Crepes?
Crepes Tea
Yeah,
House.
the same one as West Springfield.
Well, I'll tell you, they got so many cool teas. My daughter turned me on to that, I don't know how many years ago, when it was just in West Side. And I'm not a tea drinker, but they got such cool tea. They got an orange and cinnamon, and I can go in there every day and have a different tea for a month.
They won't. Janine won't see this, but
Janine's not going to say it.
Dream is too big. No challenge is too great.
History
What?
is watching us now.
To commemorate our 45th president with a well-known American icon.
Oh,
A special
no!
edition collectible. Just water and watch it grow.
I'm
Oh,
with
my
you,
goodness.
the American people.
And I love this country.
Show pride and support with Chia Trump. Chia Trump at participating Fred
We
Meyer,
found it the
Target,
perfect
Kmart,
gift for
Chia.com,
Bob.
and Amazon, along with Chia Hillary, Chia Obama, and Chia Sanders.
Chia Sanders. I think that's hilarious.
that probably looked like his real hair.
Oh my gosh. I know, truly.
Does the Chia Sanders have mittens?
Thank to iSpot TV for that, having that ad out there.
I cannot believe it. The Freedom Chia. So apparently, Chia.com.
Freedom of choice, Bob.
Oh, freedom of choice.
Yes,
Yes, exactly.
that's why you
right.
get Hillary.
Huh? You have the whole bunch there. Yeah. Unbelievable. Oh, okay. So guess what else? It's National Puppy Day today as well.
Oh, nice.
National Puppy. What is it
You know
about? What?
You know what day was on the 18th, Bob? National Awkward Moment Day. How did you celebrate? Just kidding.
By remembering
Awkward.
awkward moments. Awkward. What? Can you remember an awkward moment? And you've probably got plenty with me here.
Bob, every Tuesday
there was one
morning
like-
is an
Every
adventure.
Tuesday is
Every Tuesday is
the
awkward
Awkward
Day.
Moment program, starring.
It's an adventure, Bob.
Oh my gosh.
Awkward.
Let me think about an awkward. Now, would an awkward moment be similar to an embarrassing situation? Or would it be something that you said that you had?
No, that's awkward moment goes far beyond just embarrassing, Bob.
It would be like somebody saying something in a room that was not,
It silences the room.
if I walked into a room full of women and I said, "Hi, girls," or would that would be?
No, I don't think that would be that bad.
Well,
It'd be more like you walked into a room of women with no clothes on.
that would be.
Or at your age, no shirt on, Bob.
Take that one step
no one
further.
is seeing it either.
One step further, he does that, and
No, you
one
know what the
notices.
awkward moment is?
What?
Bob getting caught looking at his neighbors out in the back laying out.
Oh, stop. No, the awkward moment was
The
years ago.
college girls
You
next
know-
door.
No.
Laying
you
out.
know the awkward moment. That year, this was when I was really crabby. I had gotten.
There was only 1 year?
Yeah. We had taken down our old, what do you call those things on the house? Clapboards, okay? And we were putting up the new clapboards, that siding, whatever they call it. Okay. So I had all the old clapboards. So James decided, well, we'll put them out on the lawn, and we're then called the park department, not the park department. Who do you go?
Trash guys.
DPW bulk
DPW,
pickup.
bulk pickup, and they'll come and do it. Okay. So I am lying in bed, and I hear a noise, and outside I look. And there is a woman. I've told this story on the air here, but it's worth telling again. There is a woman celebrating her find, going through each one of the things, and it's an older woman, and she was wearing a babushka, okay. And I thought, oh, really, kind of, this is driving me nuts. She's out there and she's making a real mess taking this stuff. I said, to hell with this. I said, I'm going to go out. And I was wearing my, I wear boxer shorts, if you want to know the truth. Is that too much information?
But okay.
Okay. But on this particular
Come on,
night,
man.
I happened to be wearing tighty whities. So I took Frankie by the leash, and I went out.
Oh, sure. Get your poor dog involved.
I know. And I went out thinking that this was going to be, I was going to confront her, and I confronted her in my tighty whities. And a couple of cars drove by, and there was I yelling, and the poor woman didn't speak English. And I was trying to tell her, and she said, no, for my garden, and whatever. And And she started to think that I was.
Come on, man.
Yeah. She then probably noticed that I was in my underwear. And kind of oh my, and headed off. Okay, I was feeling so bad. She said, my son, call him. She gave me her son's telephone number. So I called the son the next day to apologize, to tell the woman that she could come in and she could take anything that she wanted to. But she never showed up again.
You scared that poor woman half to death, Bob.
I would no more let anyone see me in jockey shorts ever. And here I am standing out on the street at like 1 o'clock in the morning with this woman and who I'm screaming at with my dog. This is Oh boy! Oh my God! Help you! All right, Janine, have you had an awkward moment?
Please rescue.
Have you ever had an awkward moment?
Rescue the show.
Yeah.
You know what? I have. Of course, we all have. So the reason I thought of it is because I actually did a Facebook post about it, asking people about their awkward moments while traveling.
Oh, really? So tell me.
I'll bet you that was fun.
So years ago, I was on an overnight train in Italy, and we were in the second class cars. So I don't know if you've ever traveled in it. There are two long benches that you push together to turn into a bed. So my friend and I are in the car and we're like, yes, we totally scored. There's no one else in this car with us. We're excited. So we're traveling along, snoozing, and all of a sudden the door flies open and this big Italian family comes in and they're all talking to us, bonsoir, buonasera, blah, blah, blah. So they immediately jump in the bed and go to sleep. So at this point, my friend and I are sharing one seat, head to foot, because they were like 4 kids, 2 parents, so it was packed.
Right. Yeah.
So trying to sleep all night, I wake up with the dawn with one of the kids lying on top of me.
Oh.
Literally, he or she, I can't remember, had rolled over and was entirely on top of me. And I'm like, what do I do? So, gently woke him or her up. And then all of a sudden the whole family's up. They'd reached their stop. They're like, arrivederci, and they run off into the dawn. But waking up with that little kid on top of me was a very awkward moment.
What do we do now?
Oh my God, help me! I bet that you could publish.
My friend and I looked at each other. We were like holding it in, crying, laughing. It was so funny.
Oh God. I think that when you're traveling, you have the chance of those things happening because you're kind of like you have to deal with folks who maybe might not understand you or have a different culture, and you have to sort of feel out and figure out how to do it in a way that is not going to be, and God help me when I'm doing my French, I'm always thinking, oh, what am I actually saying?
Well, you know what? That means you're really traveling. That means you're outside your comfort zone enough that you're experiencing these awkward moments. And I think if you have the right mindset and don't mind it and try to be kind and, friendly, people give you the benefit of the doubt. When you're trying to speak French, they love the fact that you're trying to speak French, Bob. I mean, they really appreciate that.
Really?
Even if you're saying,
really?
I want Melba toast, when what you really want is, cappuccino.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no,
but you know what I mean.
No, it's exactly right. My friends, when I first went to Germany, my friend said, it's we celebrate the asparagus here. It's the asparagus season. And I would love to. I want you to introduce you to asparagus, and so I said
they do that in South Hadley, Bob. Why'd you go to Germany?
Yeah, I know, and the very special white asparagus that this, So I hadn't eaten like in a day and a half, and I ordered the asparagus, thinking that it was going to come with all this other stuff. It was just asparagus with some hollandaise sauce on it, and they were being so generous and everything. So I had to eat my plate of asparagus, and I thought to myself, I really want a pizza right at this moment. I have something else, So I was doing my best to eat the bread, to eat a lot of bread and whatever, just so, because I didn't want to offend anyone. And I didn't want to say, hey, I thought this was going to be a little more than 6 pieces of his asparagus with hollandaise sauce.
It must have been good though. It must have been delicious.
Oh, it was delicious.
It sounds
good. I should have ordered a second round. Would that have been politically?
No, I think it would have fine. And I think they and I don't know what they were thinking, but I imagine they were thinking, why didn't Bob order an entree? Why did he only order a side dish?
Yes, yeah, because they were all eating really wonderfully, and here I am, like on my diet.
It's like, oh, he must not be hungry.
Oh my God, help me! Hey, Janine, we got lots to talk about. Always great to have Janine. We got to tell everybody, Janine is at StoriedAdventures.com. Storied, STORIED, where you get the stories and the adventures, and you can find out all kinds of wonderful things. And Janine, am I right?
You are right.
Yeah.
Are you on?
Right. Are you? Oh,
that was about to be an awkward moment.
Yeah, awkward. Yeah, really. Oh my God. So we are playing female stars, and we're going through the decades. And right now we are up to in the 1980s. Can you name a wonderful woman who sang in the 1980s?
There are a lot. How about Cyndi Lauper?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. No. This person had a
think Bob Plass.
Yeah.
Cyndi Lauper, not in the vocabulary.
Yeah.
There's a new
and Nancy
pet.
Wilson.
Chia Pet.
Chia Pet. Yeah. The Cyndi Lauper. It's Chia Pet. No. We the one that I think that I most is indicative of the 70s to me is Tina Turner. I mean the 80s to me. Tina Turner's "What's Love Got to Do with It." What does love have to do with it? Would you tell me? What
depends on what you're talking about.
Good. You're exactly right. This is a really good song that is a real empowerment song for everybody when you think about it. What's love got to do with it? If we asked ourselves that every moment of the day and night, maybe we'd have a better world, or maybe I wouldn't get into such awkward moments. I don't know.
There's that, Bob.
Yeah. Here's Tina Turner.
You must understand, the touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl, opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. You must try to ignore that it means more than that. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? It may seem to you that I'm acting confused when you're close to me. If I tend to look dazed, I read it someplace. I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that fits. But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken?
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning.
I always try to catch them. They keep yapping and yapping and yapping. Like right up to
yapping
the...
and yapping?
Yeah, you
guys.
almost caught me. March 23rd, 2021 and counting. Janine Queen and Storied Adventures. You know,
Hey, Janine, is everybody ready to finally travel?
You know what? It's starting to come in. I think that the question, especially for overseas travels, because a lot of countries aren't open yet.
Right.
So I do have quite a few inquiries about Hawaii, Alaska, that type of thing. But
A lot of
we're
inquiries
still
about
being cautious.
Texas,
to
the
Boston?
backwoods of Texas,
Not
beaches-
so many.
the
I'm sure
beaches
a lot
on the
of people like
Gulf.
to go there, but they're not calling me.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because I think that the beaches in the Gulf of Mexico, it's been warm down there, I've noticed. After they had that cold snap, it warmed up pretty nicely. I'm going down there at the beginning of May, which is just before it gets hot down there.
Nice.
Like
That would be nice.
incredibly
That would be
hot.
a nice vacation. So a lot of vacations like that, people don't necessarily need a travel advisor for. I mean, it's usually, if you find a nice hotel and if you just want to go relax at the beach.
How about if I wanted like a space vacation and you could set up stuff throughout Houston, that type of thing?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, so something like that, something more specialized. If you wanted tours and you wanted, a driver and a whole bunch of other things, just so you could have a nice, relaxing vacation, I could help you with that.
See,
Gotcha.
I like the grassy meadow and mountains behind you there. So in my mind,
in
that's
Tuscany.
a relaxing
I wish
vacation.
I was in
Oh, that's Tuscany there.
Is it?
I
Yeah.
was thinking it was Ireland because it was so green, didn't you?
No, there's places other than Ireland that are green.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks for beating me to
Although
that
Ireland's
one, Jay.
very green.
Yeah, that it is.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk, Janine. I wanted to talk to you about more, but I'm going to have to run out the door here. But in another month when we get back to do this, I'm looking forward to hearing what is opening up, and hopefully, this summer I promised Marion I'd take her somewhere, even if it's just a drive. Just let's drive one way for 3 days, turn around and come back. Just explore.
Would you you want an exploring? What specifically do you want to do? Because Janine will say to you, "What experience do you want to get out of this?"
Right. What feeling do you want?
Oh, what feeling do you want?
What emotion do you
What
want to
feeling
feel?
do I want? I want
Yeah.
the feeling of freedom, because I feel like I've been cooped up in the. But just
know.
getting out and exploring someplace here that I've never seen before, and to me that I've driven across I-90 to Buffalo, and there's parts of New York that I've never seen. So if I'm a day early, well, okay, I'm on I-90. Let me drive north for a few hours just to get off an exit and drive north. Let's see what's up there.
I've done that before.
And I've driven out through the Adirondacks and found Saranac Lake by accident in the middle of winter, and there was an ice castle that they had built out of ice in the lake.
Nice.
Coolest thing I'd ever seen. Didn't know it exists. They do it every year when it's cold enough. So those are the surprising things that I love to find. So there's my
magical.
favorite
It's magical
vacation.
when that happens.
Yeah,
Just a little surprise around the corner that no one else is walking around that corner, and you do, and you find it.
So now here's your homework for next month. You find Jay a surprising
Day trip,
a surprising place to visit. Close to how far do you want
Day
to
trip.
travel?
Well, and another example of what I found unexpectedly, and goes back a lot of years ago. I had brought my motorcycle with me down to Virginia. I was there for like a month at school, and so I took a bike ride just for a weekend, a long weekend, down along Skyline Drive, which runs along the top ridge of one of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think it's the Eastern Ridge. And that was the most fascinating ride because it had all these little lookouts, and every lookout had a story, a little plaque with a story about the Civil War. And, but that kind of story, that kind of exploration, exploring our own country. Marion wants to look at the world. I says, I ain't seen America yet. And
It's true.
Honestly, that's what it's seeing places, learning about places I had no idea existed. That's what fascinates me.
A still thing on my bucket list item for the next 2-3 years, definitely, is to either drive both ways, but definitely drive out historic US 20 all the way out to Portland or Oregon, and then maybe drive 90 back, or even fly back, rent a one-way rental, and just kind of take 2 weeks to explore all the way through.
Yeah.
So you could do Route 20, a Route 20 trip, Janine? Do they have Route 20 trips that you?
No, you'd have to put that together. I mean, that would be like a specialized trip. You'd probably and it sounds like Pete just kind of wants to go and explore. So
yeah.
More.
Well, see,
especially if you're. I mean, you wouldn't have trouble finding accommodations and things like that. So that's really the thing that you're most concerned about when you plan a trip, to make sure you have a place to stay and things like that. But that sounds more or less like an easygoing, just.
Yeah, just kind of however you drive for that day, you find a place close by. But I was looking maybe, I don't know if there's if you'd research books on that type of thing and say, hey, this person wrote this really cool book of all the places that they explored on Route 20, even if it's something like that.
Yeah, no, I love that. There are so many books like that you can do. And there is Atlas Obscura. Have you heard of that?
No.
They have a book and they have a website, and it is every amazing little weird thing in every location around the world. Check it out. So if you go, like you say you want to drive Route 20, pick one particular location, and I will bet you that they have these little obscure things that you can go see, and that's the entire brand.
They have a podcast too. Interesting. I'm looking on the website right now.
Atlas.
It is really
Atlas
interesting.
Obscura.
Countries,
Atlas
cities,
Obscura.
Everything. Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
So you have crazy little museums, someone like miniature furniture museum, but also these giant. I just posted something about a salt mine in Poland, and the miners created this cathedral inside the mine. And the chandelier, everything's made out of salt.
I think I've heard about that. I think I've seen that.
It's super interesting. So they have things like that. So really, it's all over the country, all over the world. It's fun. So if you're traveling, you are traveling like that, just take a look and see if there's something close nearby.
Look, if you want to have a little a day trip adventure, you'll find stuff like that right around here within just a few hours.
No, exactly. They have a ton of listings from New England. Things that you've never heard of out here in Western Mass.
The giant ball of string on Route 66, that kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. What is that that wonderful temple that I went to like a couple of years back, that the monks, it's in the Berkshires someplace, and it's this area that has. They have prayer trees where they put the things up that people put on the tree. It's a temple that is so gorgeous, and
I think that was a place they saved just for you, Bob.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well,
no, I worked there for 20 years, and I can't think of what you're talking about. Now you got my curiosity.
Yeah, it's a great peaceful place to visit, and I can't remember. Now that's the problem. That's why you come in, Janine.
I would probably just Google that, Bob, because I don't know what that is either. So
temple near Buddhist temple near Springfield.
See, here's the thing, Bob.
Oh, the pagoda?
No,
up in Sunderland.
Oh yeah,
the Peace Pagoda.
Maybe it's the Peace Pagoda. Yes.
Yeah, I went there when I was a kid. That was one of our world religions thing. Catholic school. We spent the day up there with the monks.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sakes.
How about the Skinner Museum, Bob? Do you know about the Skinner Museum in South Hadley?
I do know about the Skinner Museum. Yeah. Is that Wistariahurst?
No. The Skinner Museum on the campus of Mount Holyoke College. It's all kinds of knickknacks and all kinds of different collectibles over the years. Joseph Allen Skinner Museum.
Well, I know the Skinner family.
That's on the Atlas Obscura site.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ship
isn't it
models.
amazing, Pete? All
Yeah.
the little things they have
Yep.
that you don't even know exist.
That's part of my protect and serve. That's part of my thing. We monitor the library. The
and
library
including
alarms
the
and stuff
Skinner
like that.
Museum.
Yep, that's
and
part
is
of
it the house that Skinner lived in?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Oh, Skinner Mountain.
Yeah. Well, see, and here's the other thing: is
It's
when
an
you get to be
1800s
our age,
chapel, Bob.
Oh.
Yeah. When you get to be our age, we can go to the same place twice, and it'll be all brand new.
It's true. There is something. There's some. Kelly and Regis were talking about this the other day, and Kelly and Ryan.
Oh, I didn't even know this. This is something I just found out.
Yeah. What?
The church building that the museum is located in, it was relocated from the town of Prescott, Massachusetts. Do you know what that is?
Prescott, Massachusetts?
Yep.
No.
One of the lost towns dismantled to make way for the Quabbin Reservoir.
Oh, the town that we forgot.
So it's one of the last buildings
Jay
from that
wants
town.
to say goodbye.
Bye, Jay.
Actually, I got to run out the door. So Janine, good to see you again.
You too.
And we'll see you again next month.
As we
Well,
say.
I'm taking that challenge. I will find
oh,
something for you.
Wonderful.
I will find a new road trip for you.
Yeah, and Jay, I'll say goodbye in French. Au revoir.
Ooh, Tish, you spoke French.
Au revoir. I'll see you again. A tutte, amigo. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Janine, have you heard of this Obscura that you can have virtual trips? You buy something called an Obscura that's sort of like a virtual thing that you can do your exercises on the Great Wall of China and all that business.
Yeah. Well, so my son does have a virtual reality. I don't know if it's the same brand, but I have used it to go to Antarctica.
What?
To go to Antarctica and kayak my way around, which is pretty cool. It is amazing how, I mean, it doesn't look exactly lifelike, but it's enough that you can look down and see like whales swimming underneath you, and it's pretty cool.
Wild. And what do you, when you're looking for it? It's a virtual what's the term you're looking for? Virtual reality machine?
I think so, or VI. I think virtual intelligence or something like that. I mean, you could just Google it too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of different brands.
It would almost seem that the virtual tour would take over sometime in the future for folks who cannot leave their homes or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
I put on a couple of virtual events.
Oh my God, I wanted to ask you about it because do you know I was trying to get on to the Tuscan one at 12 noon and I couldn't remember how to do it, and I don't know what happened. So I missed Tuscany. So tell us about these.
Oh, it was super fun. So it's not virtual reality. It was I invited a chef from Tuscany to come on. We did a Zoom call and he did a cooking lesson, and then we walked through his vineyard up the street to his family's vineyard and winery, and this 300-year-old building. And it was just a way to connect with somebody in Italy and to get to travel virtually and to scratch that itch a little bit, and to get people to start thinking about traveling again. Because while probably 2021 is iffy for Europe, 2022 is not. I think that once everything is ramped up and they get their act together in terms of the vaccine, you'll start to see things opening up. I mean, Iceland just opened. So U.S. citizens who have received the vaccine or have proof that they're immune some way can travel to Iceland now without quarantine. So you're starting to see things open up. But it was super fun. And the chef's name is Andrea Anaccia, and he is just a great guy. And I really,
do you have
people
it
are
posted?
traveling to Tuscany and they want a really authentic, fun day with a chef, he's your guy. I mean, he really is.
Really? So he does this? Yeah, I mean, he'll do it for you
Oh yeah,
You
that's
said
his
it.
business. So I mean, he's a chef, and he chefs, and he actually comes to the United States every year, and he guest chefs at different places. He'll go to your home, and he ships in the olive oil and the wine, and it's really like an amazing, amazing experience. I had arranged with him for a business group to put on an event, and sadly it was canceled last year. But he's just a great guy, and I met him when I traveled to Tuscany, and my husband and I spent a day with him at his home with his wife. It was so much fun.
I
My
bet.
goodness. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
And we went through the town too. We went to the butcher and the cheesemonger, and we really had that tiny little village in Tuscany experience.
I got to see this. Are you posting it somewhere?
You know what? I am. So I am going to post it on my Facebook page, but I kept it exclusive to people
I remember.
in my email group.
Right.
But I will post it. It is on, and I'll send you the link, Bob. Anyway, because you're
Bob.
Because you're you. I'll send you the link.
Oh yeah. I need those kinds of. And you did Ireland as well.
Oh, Ireland was so good. They both really. I have to say that the people who I worked with were so generous with their time, and just we had a musician. We were at Adair Manor, which is this.
Yes, I do know. Oh, I know Adair Manor.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful. And there was a musician named his name is Garud McCarthy, and he came on and played all these beautiful Irish songs for us. And we did a travelogue through Ireland, and the woman at Adair Manor was very gracious, and she talked about that property. So just for people to start thinking about traveling to Ireland again.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Adair Manor, I've seen, I don't know why. It's a resort, right? That you could see. You stay at the castle.
Yes,
and
so it's in Limerick, and it has a award-winning golf course attached to it now. So, yeah, and you can do everything like falconry, and you can, just all those things that you think about, like an old Irish manor house that you can do. And then of course you can go see the countryside and experience other parts of Ireland, but it's just a really amazing. And plus they have a Michelin star restaurant there, as well as a regular, not Michelin star, just a really beautiful restaurant that you can eat at as well. But just the entire experience is
Limerick is a great area to be in, I think, because it's close to the Cliffs of Moher and all of that area there.
It's just 2 hours from. It's 2 hours from Dublin, and about an hour. I think it's an hour from Shannon Airport. So
better to if you're going to fly. If you're going to Adair, you'd fly to Shannon, I think, and then go from Shannon to Limerick or whatever. Yeah, I remember doing that. Getting off the plane and having a breakfast with Brad, my insurance lad, and Adam Wright, and their wives, and we, I was so jet lagged. But so happy to be there, and right in Limerick, and having this full Irish breakfast, nothing like it, man.
Right.
Nothing.
And Ireland is a tough flight for us because it's such a short flight. It's only 5 hours. But you're there the next day, so you definitely have that. You get on the plane at 11 o'clock at night, or you don't have a full night's sleep at all.
Well, so I never have any sleep the night before I travel, because I'm up until 4 trying to decide whether I'm going to bring the white shirt or the gray shirt or the blue shirt, or I'm the worst. Do you help people with that kind of stuff?
Bob, no, that's just your neuroses.
Oh, is it? No, do you help people? You must help.
I do have a checklist. I do give a checklist, and I also have a new travel store, which I just opened. So it's drop shipping. So it's like I work with a company, and it's a storied adventure. But what's really neat about it is I can put in the destination and the time of year you're going to, and it creates a packing list, what you'll need based on the weather. So you can look through it and see. So, I don't have a parka, because, especially if you're going to Ireland in the summer, you have an idea that it's going to be like summer here, and it's not. It's cool. It can be very cool and cold and rainy. So you go, and maybe you have shorts. It will tell you don't do that.
Wow.
Basically, it'll say you need a warm sweater, you need a raincoat, you need rain pants.
Janine, where do you find your store? Do I go to storiedadventures.com?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, and it really is for clients right now. And it's just a service that I provide for clients just to have them, think about what they have in their closet and just to make it easier for them. So they don't have to search everywhere for what they need. But it also includes other things like, maybe don't like reef safe sunscreen and things like that, depending on where you're going. Just products that I like that are more sustainable.
Sure.
So if you do need a new bag or something, just certain brands maybe to think about a sustainable way of
Well,
travel.
isn't it funny that I remember a trip to Costa Rica once where I had to pack for the mountains and the desert and the seashore. And so I had to pack cold and hot at the same. And especially I think if you're traveling at a certain time of year, if it's the change of seasons, you got to sort of keep that in mind as well, right?
Well, Costa Rica, has all those microclimates. So it's true. You'll be in Arenal and it will rain like for 5 days straight, which it did while I was there.
Oh yeah. Did you see any of the volcano?
And then we went to Guanacaste, which is exactly right, is the desert.
Oh,
so it was hot. It was 100 degrees. So it is interesting.
Yeah. Did you get to see Arenal, the volcano erupting?
No. But you heard that there's a volcano erupting in Iceland, right?
No, I didn't. Where?
Yeah, right outside of Reykjavik.
Oh my! And is it dangerous?
No, they say it's not. And the Icelandic people. So when I traveled there, I saw a presentation about a volcano that is set to erupt. It usually erupts every 60 years, and it's been more than 100. So they're all kind of just waiting. But I guess when you live there, you just go with the flow. No pun intended with a volcano, but they're not bothered by it. They have an evacuation plan and they're ready to go. And so the reports I read, people were like, "Yeah, that's great that it's erupting," but it was no big deal.
I remember we stayed in this an official place called maybe it's Camp Arenal or whatever it was a lovely hotel and science center, and you got rooms that faced the volcano, so that you could see it erupting or spewing. Quite honestly, it was like little spurts when I was there. It was not. It was not anything impressive. But I had my my beer or drink beside me and my crisps, my potato chips, and it was like being at the movies. The rooms are designed so that you sit watching the volcano. Yeah.
No, it was not active while I was there.
Yeah.
So,
and I went to a dude.
It'd be cool to see, but it's dangerous. It's still, you don't know. They can't predict what's going to happen with volcanoes. So.
Well, you can go walking in there and see if where other part of the world do you get to see a volcano?
Well, Hawaii. I don't think it's flowing right now, but Hawaii.
Yeah.
They have an active volcano.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Besides those three, that's all I can think of right off the top of my head.
Hey, we're gonna take a break. Peter, why don't we play the 1990s had Beyonce's, and this is Single Ladies. Do you know Single Ladies from Beyonce?
Of course I do. I was a single lady in the 90s, so of course I do.
Oh, really? So you know the lyrics and everything?
But I will not sing.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Let's hear Single Ladies, Beyonce.
Permission, did I you don't, you'll be alone. And like a ghost, I'll be gone. All the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. Now put your hands up.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, wow, it's Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. I'm Bob Plass, and I'm here with Janine Queenan from Storied Adventures. And Janine, I wanted to say that I played a song earlier from... well, it was Joni Mitchell's song, "The River." You know that you like Joni Mitchell, "The River," but that was thanks to our Wisconsin music director. I always want to say hello to my friends in Wisconsin, and thanks, Christopher. And look forward to he's going to come and visit us, the music director, hopefully in the fall when things quiet down a bit, and we'll have him right here to talk music, perhaps, if we can convince him. So, hey, Janine, I got my passport renewed this week.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. I suddenly realized that my passport had expired in August. How does one go about getting a passport or a passport renewal? Do you have any recommendations for that?
Oh, my recommendation for this exact moment in time, do it this second. If you think that you want to travel anywhere in the fall, go look to see when your passport expires. Make sure you have at least 6 months available for when the time you want to enter another country. If not, they will not let you in if it expires within 6 months. And the passport renewal.
Well, no, say that again. Okay, yeah. They won't let you in if the passport has expired.
No, if it expires in less than 6 months.
I got you.
So if you leave today and then they look at it and you're a week, it expires a week, before 6 months, they will not let you into the country, even if you were not going to be traveling at that time. That's a requirement. So people forget that and they're like, oh, I have plenty of time because it expires 2 months after I get back. No, they will not let you in. Most countries won't. So that's super important to think about.
Very important to know. Okay, and then you were going to say about the backup.
Oh, it's incredibly backed up. It's taking months and months and months, right? So a lot of the offices were closed, so there's a huge backlog now. So don't wait. Don't think, oh, I'll just throw it in. If you have any plans next, for the fall, put it in now. People are really in a panic, and there are expediting services, but even the expediting services can't do anything for you right now.
Oh, really?
So
I paid $60. Yeah, I paid $60 for expedited. That'll be.
It probably won't help, but I'm talking about there are actual businesses that. So say you have a trip planned in April and you haven't gotten it back yet. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
You can go and pay extra, or you realize that it expired, like you hadn't looked at it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh no, you pay I think it's in the hundreds of dollars, and they can help you get an expedited, but even those services are not having any luck now.
Whoa.
It's a bit of a mess. So it's something to think about. It's always important to check your passport if you're planning to travel within a year. Go take a peek at it. Why not? And
Oh
just-
gosh! Oh yeah, because it's not something. Because the expiration, you pay for it now, and I think all told, it costs me $170. I think it was $110 for the passport itself, and then I paid $15 for the non-smiling, criminal-looking picture that they took.
Right.
They're
and,
not.
And people should remember too that if they have kids, you have to actually physically go to a post office or a passport office with both parents, or a signed affidavit from the other parent saying that it's okay to travel in order to get a passport for that child. So it is a process. So we would have to my husband and I would both have to take the days off, not take them off completely from work, but
Right.
take time off for work to go in to both be there to get passports for our kids.
Unbelievable. So you both have to sign for your kids. You need that. You need the presence of two. How does anybody know this? And you don't even think about that. And
Right,
or
it's an extra step.
you know,
for sure.
here I am 6 months down the way, and I've got a post office right across the street. It was so easy to go over there, make an appointment, and you have to make an appointment. You just can't pop in. You go and make your appointment, and then you fill it out, and they help me. They made sure everything was, my I's were dotted. And one of the things, of course, I did something wrong. I did it in an ink that was not the right ink.
Right. It has to be black.
It has to be black. And I was using a felt marker.
Okay.
And it had to be, they were really worried that the felt marker might not work, that they needed ink. So they provided me with an ink pen, and they said, go in the room and fill it out. So I went in the passport room.
It is very particular. And, you know.
And if you make one mistake, it holds you up. So, you know, I was, you know, it was a good day I should have had Xanax with me. I don't have Xanax, but I should have had one. If I took one, and that would have helped a bit. But call my dentist and get a Xanax. Yeah.
Well, you know, I think that leads back to the first point is just give yourself enough time. So
yes.
Don't leave it to panic state, because then you are in the post office like, oh, I can't, you know, I filled it out wrong and all those things. So it's something, if you do like to travel, doesn't hurt just to think about it, especially at a time when we're not traveling. It's a good time to think about your passport and things like that. And maybe look at your luggage. Is it time for new luggage? You know, instead of going when you go on a trip and your broken handle and all that, you know, like
man.
why not?
Oh yeah. Get it all together, clean it up, and get it ready for your next trip. And it's very, very important. Janine, that's really good advice. If people want information on, can you fill out your passport online?
Yeah, you can renew it.
You can.
Can you?
No,
I think you still have to mail it in, because you have to send in your old passport too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So here's the other thing that I did. You know, I went online, and immediately came up passport service or whatever. I thought I was working with the government. I paid $35 for a service, a passport service.
You've been had, Bob.
And I was had, in a sense.
Right. Well,
Because
you go to the it shouldn't cost you anything.
it shouldn't. It doesn't have to cost you.
Right.
No.
You just go to the post office. You print out the forms, and you go in, and they will help you fill them out.
Yeah. Very wise information, Janine. You are a peach, of a travel agent. If travel,
Thank you.
travel advisor, and you are willing to answer anybody's questions if they wanted to get in touch with you. They go to.
Of course.
Yeah, storiedadventures.com, and you are at Facebook as well, right?
Yes, Facebook, Storied Adventures on Facebook. And if anyone out there is a Gen X or young baby boomer woman who likes to travel, I have a really fun Facebook group. It's free, but it's private. We're doing a lot of free stuff, and we will be leading some trips in 2022. So that's called Women with Wanderlust Tribe. And you can find me. You'll see me as one of the administrators, and join us. It'd be super fun.
Women with Wanderlust Pride.
No, tribe.
Oh my God. Women with Wanderlust Tribe. TRIBE. Okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
exactly.
Gotcha. Well, I love that. You got to do one for men. Maybe I'll do one for older men.
Yeah. I think that you might be better suited for that than me.
Yeah. Let's talk. At any rate, hey, listen, we're going to go out with the song of the year. This is, we've been playing through the decades. This is Billie Eilish's song of the year. And what the heck song what's the name of this song, Peter?
Everything I Wanted.
Yeah. Did you know that this was the song of the year? You know
I did
this
not
song?
know that, but I know she just did a documentary. There's a documentary about her on
Billie
it's
Eilish.
on Apple TV.
Yeah. Janine, you're the best. See you next time.
You too. Bye.
Hey, bye. And
Thanks, Bob.
everybody,
Thanks,
you
Pete.
get out there, you donate, you get your vaccination, you wear your mask, and be healthy. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Not what you'd think. And if I'm being honest, it might have been a nightmare to anyone who might care. Thought I could fly, so I stepped off the golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed. I saw them standing right there. I kinda thought they might care. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way that you see yourself, you wouldn't wonder why you're here. They don't deserve you. I tried to scream, but my head was underwater. They called me weak, like I'm not just somebody's daughter. It could have been a nightmare, but it felt like they were right there. And it feels like yesterday was a year ago, but I don't wanna let anybody know, 'cause everybody wants something from me now, and I don't wanna let them down. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I knew it all, then would I do it again? Would I do it again? If they knew what they said would go straight to my head, what would they say instead?